What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the German Bear Podcast. And today we got the film room episode on the matchup between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. The Bears were actually able to upset San Francisco 19-10 in the now so-called rain game with the iconic slide celebration after the game. And I mean, what an incredible win for the Bears to start off the season 1-0 against a pretty good opponent. The Bears were able to adjust during the halftime, something Nagy never could, and really put together a very strong second half. First half started off kind of slow, especially for the offense. Defense was solid for the entire game, but lots of great stuff to get into today. Lots of great plays by Luke Getsy, by Alan Williams. Absolutely loved this Bears performance. And with that being said, let's get right into it and start off with today's film room. And now in the film room, guys, I want to start off giving you a quick little outlook about how the Bears offense and defense looked like the first half and how they adjusted later on. So we'll watch the first 4 drives of offense and defense in the first half, then some selected plays, and then we want to mainly focus on the second half where the Bears just played outstanding football in my opinion. So this should be pretty fun too. But we'll start off with kind of the bad, especially on offense. But I mean, it happens. It's okay. We adjusted. It was a rainy day. A lot of factors were playing a role into that. As we start off with the first drive on offense with a attempt to run, to pass the football. We got empty formation right here. And as we will see, we will watch the play first of all and then talk about it later on. We'll see incomplete pass to the flats to David Montgomery. I mean, first of all, I like the main idea of Luke Getsy, just empty formation, giving Justin Fields 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options at wide receiver. The guys we see in there are also pretty interesting. I mean, we have, I think it is, first of all, Cole Kmet. Then we have David Montgomery. It looks like Dante Pettis. Yeah, he played a huge role, which is surprising to me. Like, I didn't think that, first of all, when he started or when he signed with the Bears, but he carved out a nice role so far in his quick little short Bears career. Then we have Darnell Mooney and Equanimous St. Brown in there. And the key matchup right here is just Javon Kinlaw against Cody Whitehair. We will look at that from the end zone angle as well. As for the main play, it's just Equanimous St. Brown runs a quick little post right there. We have a inside release out by Darnell Mooney. Also a flat route just as the check down from David Montgomery. And a big over route by Dante Pettis to stretch the field. And also Cole Kmet puts on a quick little block on Nick Bosa and sits right there as well for another check down. So he has a lot of options, wants to go through his reads, but doesn't have a lot of time. Offensive line allows a pressure on the first play. Obviously not great. As for the play in general, how it developed, I mean, he has some players open. I think in general, it's covered nicely. Like number 4 really is about to break down here in his zone to get to Darnell Mooney. Yes, Equanimous St. Brown runs a post right to the safety. So there's not a lot of players open, but I think the checkdowns are actually working quite nicely. And this is also what Justin Fields takes, even though he's under pressure. Still tries to find his checkdown. Good read, but the execution was poor because he just was under pressure, had a player in his face, also throws a bit too much of a lob ball right there, kind of a dangerous throw right there into double coverage basically. So it could have been intercepted, but luckily it wasn't. But from this angle now we can watch this matchup between Javon Kinlaw and Cody Whitehair just totally gets beat right there. First play of the entire game right there, easily beat. Great play by him. Bad block by Whitehair, just allows pressure right away. And then, yeah, we see that. Just 2 players right there. It's a dangerous throw, but it's okay. I like the idea of him at least wanting to get it to the check down. As we will now then have the second play of this drive. It will be a second down pitch play. And I think it's overall well executed by the Bears. Just one player that missed a key block, as you'll see the run right there develop. And I mean, the main problem for me right there was just one player, and this is Byron Pringle. Got his first action with the Bears, missed some time. Obviously, he was a bit rusty, but he had some nice plays in there too on Sunday. But I like what I saw out of him. He was supposed to block number 4, it appeared like. As for the rest of the offensive line, was a good block that all around, I think. Good push right there by the O-line. Also like the idea or the scheming, the calling of just getting the run away from Nick Bosa, from Eric Armstead, their 2 best defensive linemen. Run away from them with a quick little pitch right there to the outside. Attack the outside is pretty important with this defense too, because running through the middle, we will see that later on as well, was not really possible against them, or not a lot. Like there were few moments where we caught them off guard. And we will see it from the other angle as well, where just Pringle misses his block, the rest of the line does his job. But it's just the execution, it's the small mistakes that can get better, and we'll see them get better in the second half too. I mean, we have EQ right here with a good block, Cole Kmet has his block, offensive linemen have their blocks, everybody's is doing their job, and then there's Pringle. He needs to block this guy right here, number 4, and if he does so, Monty can cut back, because this hole will close pretty quickly, but he can cut back to the outside for a big run and break something loose. But unfortunately it didn't happen. That's okay, that happens at times, but at least we got some yards back, 3 yards overall, as we will then face a 3rd and 7, and this time Justin Fields will get sacked. So not a great start off to this game. But I mean, first of all, let's talk about the concept though. Oh, excuse me, that was not planned. We're right here. As we'll watch a play before that once again. On this play, Justin Fields just gets sacked. As for the play concept, it's pretty nice, I think. I like the play call. We got 3-by-1. And just 11 personnel. Finally, we got lots of 13, 12, 21 personnel in there. Lots of double tight ends, 3 tight end sets even. Lots of nice formations in there. I really liked it, but I also just like some simple 11 personnel in shotgun. 3-by-1 formation, 3 wide receivers or pass catchers to the right with the tight end as well. And Mooney as a single side receiver. As for the route combinations that we have right there, we will have a quick little check down into the flats by David Montgomery. Then a beautiful corner post by Darnell Mooney. Really sharp route, but I think it will be middle of the field close, because this safety is going to drop back into his deep third right there. So he was not really going to be open anyways due to the coverage. But then you have a deep crossing route by, I think it is actually Dante Pettis again. He was running a lot of crossing routes, and I mean, it's understandable with his kind of speed. And then we will have Ryan Griffin with a flat route 2, just to give another check down, as well as Quantum St. Brown will run a deep in route, dig route right there. So I think it's a good concept. You can play that against cover 3, or if it's man and just single high safety, I think you can do that against them. Just not enough time. Maybe Pettis would have been open. Yeah, it's definitely cover 3. But especially checkdowns are open right there. Ryan Griffin could have made something out of nothing. Maybe also David Montgomery. Like they covered it up well, honestly. But I think you can always make something out of nothing with Justin Fields. But obviously, if he gets sacked, there's nothing you can do about it. And now we have the offensive line angle on that. I mean, just everybody beat on that offensive line, especially my man Tevin Jenkins right there gets beat here. Braxton Jones against, I think, Samson Ebukam. Also, Nick Bosa will get in there. So 3 players get through there to Justin Fields as he gets sacked. I mean, take the sack, that's okay. Just nothing he can do about it. We just need better blocking right there. But the offensive line really improved later on in the game, as we will now have a punt. I think we need to see that, but yeah, it's an okay drive. I like the concepts that we used right there. Just by the end of the day, it was the execution, the small, simple mistakes that didn't work out for the Bears in that scenario. And after that punt, we will actually see the first defensive drive, which was a up and down drive, but ended on a very good note, as we will see in a few minutes. But we start off They go in under center with the tight end in there, motion Ayuk and give it to him on a reverse play. And I think the Bears did really the best you could do against that. Just run with Ayuk. He's a fast player. Motions right there. As you see, the Bears react kind of well to it. They read it, obviously, and especially I think Brisker, who comes down from the safety spot, loved that look as well, coming down late. Maybe confusing the young quarterback, the opposing quarterback, and then you have also Jalen Johnson, who do a great job at containing just the outside and forcing, in that case, Ayuk back inside. So Roquan Smith right here, our captain, can just fly over the field and make the tackle right there. I think it was a great execution and good tackle. Just Ayuk is super fast. He can get yards any given play. So that was that. As for we can watch that actually one more time from this angle. See Roquan Smith hunting him down. Really good play by him. He was outstanding this game. We will see some run stuffs later, and this is for the people, especially to say he can't run stuff or defend the run. He was an absolute beast in there. As for the next play, we have a quick little flag on Elijah Mitchell right there. Running back just moved slightly. That's okay. We take the yards. They made life hard on themselves, honestly, making a lot of mistakes, getting a lot of flags, but we take that. You just have to be the smarter football team, the more patient football team, the more calm football team, and Chicago definitely was that game. As we will then have, similar to the flag play, also Debo was coming out there, so they just sticked with their game plan. They were confident that it was going to work. We would just have him with a quick little motion, and then he just gets the ball on a shuffle pass. Lance snaps it right away, and another wide receiver run. Not the same, but a quick little shuffle pass this time, no handoff to Deebo Samuel, the other pretty good or really good wide receiver for them. Once again, I think good stop. It's 2nd and 8. You kind of prevent them from getting the first down. Obviously, they have now a good field position, but I like the pursuit by the Bears right here. Lots of players around the ball. Hits principle. You always want 7 players around the ball. It's not 7 this time, but just players hustling after every play or during every play. Love to see that. And then Vildor does a good job just at kind of shoving him out of bounds, even though he gets kind of trucked, or not trucked, stiff armed to the ground. But still, good job at pushing him kind of out of bounds. And then we had 3rd and 1 and just a quick little sneak by Trey Lance. We're not really in a really stacked defensive line formation right there on a defensive line play. We only have 4 down linemen. Linebackers are not that close to the line of scrimmage. It was easy for them to get that. But I'm okay with that. They just want to sneak it. New set of downs for them then. And let's see what happens. Quick little play action and the big completion to Brent Ayuk. And that at that point I really was like, oh shit, this game is going to be tough, right? Our first drive, 3 and out. You watch their drive. They get 2 pretty good wide receiver runs out of that, get a first down, and then bang, big chunk play to Brandon Ayuk. But I think actually it is tough to really say what the problem was on that play. I don't think it is to blame Kindle Vildor for that. You have the motion over. You see it's clearly looking like man-to-man for the Bears, but we'll see that later on as well. I think some players were still confused with the calls because Jalen Johnson, man-to-man with Juwan Johnson. I can't remember the name right now. Am I stupid? Doesn't matter. Wide receiver for the 49ers right there. Then you have Kyler against, I think it is Deebo Samuel. And then you should think that it is Kindle Vildor against Ayuk. And it looks like he travels with him across the field because he runs a deep over route, the Pettis route. Pettis runs that for the Bears at the moment the most and runs it just deep crosser. I don't know why, but it looked like him and also Brisker were both confused looking at each other as it was like a zone coverage and he wanted him to take over. But it's just a busted coverage. They took advantage of it. Good play action as well. Good protection from their offensive line, and it just worked for them, I guess. But you see also then Kyler Gordon just not moving with Deebo afterwards. So it's tough to say what really happened on that play. But nonetheless, big chunk play for them. We can see it or look at it from the other angle as well. But whatever. Doesn't matter, because what the Bears do is bounce back later as well. And this is what I love about this defense. They never give up. It was a big chunk play. It looks like they're getting just thrown around on the field. But we will see in a few plays that it definitely changes quickly. First of all, we have a read option with Debo. Oh, it is actually this one, right? Yeah, it is this one. The next play, it looks like the Bears are about to go down. They're about to score. And bang, what happens? Read option, good read by Lance. Quinn definitely went for the running back. Definitely went for him, so he gave it to him. To Debo, good play right there. But then comes Jalen Johnson, knocks the ball loose, fumble, Brisker falls on it, and this is what the hits principle is all about. Punching on the ball all the time, just perfectly wearing number 33, just like Peanut Punch Tillman. And then, bang, gets the punch in there. Ball is out. And just what a great play by the Bears defense right there. Never giving up, punching on the football as much as they can. Like I said, good read right there by Lance, giving it out. But then there it is. The punch by Jalen Johnson. Incredible play by the future All-Pro cornerback. The guy's just so good. Great play, forcing a turnover. First drive of the Matt Eberflus era, the first drive of the 2022 Chicago Bears defense. They force a turnover in total Matt Eberflus and Alan Williams fashion. Perfectly done. Love this drive by the defense, never giving up, maybe getting backed up, but not getting scored on. Love this drive by them. As we will then have the second drive of the offense that we want to look at in the first half. We'll start off with a quick little 3-yard run by David Montgomery right here. There it is. I think it was good blocking overall. Just unlucky in this situation. We will look at it from the goal line or end zone angle. I mean, Tevin Jenkins and Larry Borom did a really good job, in my opinion. Just Larry blocking into the second level against Fred Warner. And I think that's Armstead. Borom against Armstead, getting good push out of it. But by the end of the day, it's just unlucky that right there, Tevin just gets pushed away by Larry Borom or by his block. So Fred Warner becomes free and can make that tackle. It's unfortunate. Great stuff also by selling the handoff right there. Bosa looks very confused, can't decide. It's a read option play. He can't decide which guy he wants to cover. This is the look when you can't decide on that. Perfectly sold by them. And then Monty has a good rush lane. Just like I said, unfortunate that Tevin couldn't hang on to that block, but he still did a good job right there. As we'll then face a 2nd and 7. This time another run with a kind of a option pass right there, or kind of a tagged option to Treston Ebner right there. Love seeing him getting at least some snaps with the offense. We'll have him just running behind Justin Fields as soon as the ball is snapped or just pre-snap, and potentially giving a swing route to just get the ball fast and have two receivers, or in this case, even love that. Ryan Griffin out there, who's a better blocker, to block for him. So great design, great awareness from Luke Getsy, who to put on the field. Fields just decided to write the handoff, give it to David Montgomery in that situation. Not a lot of room for him to go to, so he could have maybe thrown at Justin Fields, but also EQ was about to lose his block, so not a bad decision, just nothing there on the field. O-line not getting enough push right there, especially Mustafa just looking weak out there, man. I'm so happy when Lucas Patrick is actually playing center. I mean, they switched around with Tevin Jenkins and him all the time. Obviously, with him having a club, he can't play center. But as soon as this guy plays center, man, I tell you guys, the Bears' offensive line will be much improved. I guarantee you that. As we'll then face a 3rd and 1. And the Bears try a running back screen, which is actually successful. For you that saw the game, you definitely will probably remember that underhand throw by Justin Fields. I mean, execution-wise from the offensive line in the second level, Whitehair and Mustafa pretty bad. But, I mean, for the rest of it, we just have clear routes for the wide receivers. Great execution otherwise. Justin Fields right there, just seeing that the angle is not there to throw it the normal way, improvises with the underhand throw, perfectly done through the gap right there. Love the awareness by him, taking the shot right there. He will definitely get buried right there under these defensive linemen in a second. And then David Montgomery doing a great job, and also it looks like they're about to do a great job. Mustafa and Whitehair, but as you will see, terrible blocks. Look at that. Mustafa, like, totally taking a trash angle right there. And then also Whitehair, like, where are you going, bro? I mean, yes, he maybe thought that Monty was going to break it like that, so I understand that. But Monty just, in general, doing some magic, working some magic, breaking some tackles. We need that from our skill position players. We need big plays. So great play right there for the Bears for a first down. As for the next first down, we will see just Fields throwing it to Ryan Griffin into the flats. And this is kind of probably the most controversial thing for me, or just like, this play really was a created shot play, potentially even to, I think, Equanimous St. Brown. Like, it was supposed to be a chunk play right there, play action. You have the motion out by Kari Blasingame, and really, Fields had that open. It was wide open. He missed that. Maybe it was not enough time. But let's look at the routes first. We will have Montgomery with an inside release, and then just an out route. As for Equanimous St. Brown, he does the same also with an inside release. And then beautiful post route right there, inside release. Corner route right there. Beautifully done by him as well. Really good route. As for Blasingame, he's about to just block Bosa, help in the blocking game. Good decision right there. And Ryan Griffin, who actually catches the ball, will have an over route, a quick little drag or crosser right there as a check down. So really just 3 levels. I guess he wanted to read it like 1, 2, 3, like low, high to low, in my opinion, because it was probably a created shot. You create time with the play action and stuff. And as we'll just see as it develops, you have time. You have lots of time. You have this linebacker, but he knows somebody's coming behind him. Like, he has responsibility there as Griffin is coming over. And when you watch close right there, I know Justin, I think, even already threw it, but he had some time still there. And especially here, Equanimous St. Brown. Mooney was not getting open. That's okay. That's just a route that was necessary to get the to corner open. And then you have this corner biting on him, and Equanimous St. Brown getting wide open here. Like, wide open. He had all the space in the world. If Justin just waited a split second, kept his eyes down the ball, he would have probably seen that, and he was getting wide open. Definitely a big miss right there. I mean, it's okay. He still kind of got the completion. Obviously, Griffin didn't catch it, but I like that he still worked a check down, though. Got it out of his hands, made a completion happen, but I think he could have made that throw, definitely, especially with his talent. But this was just a miss I wanted to show you guys. Really bothers me, but whatever. That's okay, as we then have the other angle for that as well. You will see him as well get open right there by the end of it. Right here, he's just about to get wide open for a touchdown, but Fields is already about to throw it. I think he really could have just turned his body, turned his shoulder, flipped his hips, and just stand in there, make the throw, maybe potentially get hit by the receiver, by the linebacker. But I mean, it would have been worth it for a touchdown. But still, good play. Unfortunately, wasn't caught by Ryan Griffin. As on 2nd and 10, we now have a run from David Montgomery for about 2 yards. Motion to just identify coverage, look what the defense is doing, and then you get it to David Montgomery. Not a lot of running room right there. Just make the best out of it. Okay push, but just all the linebackers, safety coming down. They were prepared for the run. Obviously, it was a rainy game. Runs were more important than passes. The run game was crucial. They were prepared for it. And as for a 3rd down, then we have the big bummer, the interception by Justin Fields. That safety was really, I don't even know his name, or I can't recall it correctly, so I won't even try. But the guy, man, was killing us, like in the run game and the pass game. Like, he was so good for them. Yeah, this is the play. I mean, we have route combination-wise, it's just a simple stick concept. We'll have like a corner curl for Dante Pettis. Same for Equanimous St. Brown over there. Then we have a middle sit route just behind the linebackers for Darnell Mooney. And then also just a quick check down flat route for Cole Kmet, who was running right there, just blocking for a second and getting out of there. And also that interesting two linebacker look that were showing blitz. First of all, maybe that confused Justin at first. We will see that look later as well and see how Luke Getsy adjusted to it, which was beautiful, by the way. But overall, not a lot of players were open, honestly. Like, EQ is covered, Pettis is covered. Cole Kmet maybe would have been open. He could have broken some tackles. And you have that green space, but Mooney's just kind of drifting towards the logo a bit more, and that makes it easy for that safety to just drop in and get that interception. Maybe it was also miscommunication. Maybe it should have been ran better by Mooney. But overall, not a great decision by Fields right there. Happens to the best of them. Just write it off, continue, and this is what Justin Fields definitely did, but this play was obviously negative, having an interception right there on third down. And also just when we see the offensive line perspective, offensive line not really doing any favors, especially center Sam Mustipher. There you see that two linebacker look right there, showing blitz. They are about to drop back then. And you just see Mustipher getting destroyed right there, I think, again by Kinlaw, who had such a beast game. Like, it was incredible. And then the interception by, was it Halafonga? I don't know his name, man. But boy, was he good. Like, he was really good. And then we will want to look at the next drive of the defense after the turnover. First, we have a big chunk play for them. Once again, getting something going on offense with Elijah Mitchell this time. We'll look at this angle a bit more, like great blocking, getting a chop block, blocking everybody away like nobody has a chance. Clear rush lane. Maybe Jaquan could have had a better angle on that, but I mean, it's also tough to say that. And then we have Eddie Jackson, tackling beast right there. Just, I don't know what he does. Instead of cleanly wrapping up, like gets tackled, gets trucked, just misses the tackle. I don't know. And then Vildor is there to make up for it. But this drive for me is definitely another prime example of never giving up, hits principle, going after every ball, doing everything you can in your possibilities. And this is the big play that changed a lot, I think. This was a key moment of the game because this is where the defense really caught a break. Because this was once again this look that we had earlier with just, it is man coverage. It looks like man coverage. But at the same time, it is kind of zone. So I'm confused with it a bit. You got Eddie that's going down deep zone. You got Brisker down at the line of scrimmage. And I mean, you have a tight end right there. And if you play man coverage, you expect someone to at least like be responsible for them or cover them man to man. And they decide to just, I don't know what it was. It looks like kind of man coverage, or at least Jalen is traveling with this guy all the way. And then they build in a very, very good and nice late tight end route, late over wheel route, like a I don't know, climb wheel route. I don't know, whatever the name is, just a drag and wheel, late to the other side of the field. And that's definitely got the defense confused. Everybody's looking towards Trey Lance. Everybody's scrambling to that side that he's running to, and then he just looks the other way, tight end wide open back there. Great play design, got the Bears, caught them off guard, miscommunication right there by the Bears defense, and Trey Lance just overshoots him. And this was the moment that the Bears got caught, got lucky, and after that, not a lot of big plays were allowed anymore. We got one kind of busted coverage later too, but this was really lucky for the Bears, because if they scored there, that would have been a big part of the game that would have hurt the Bears, no doubt. Just like I said, perfect play call by Shanahan. And also, oh yeah, I need to mention that. We will have to watch it one more time. I just saw that in my notes right here. Travis Gibson also with a key impact on that potentially as well. As you'll see, he rushes the quarterback, relentless, pursues him, and then right there gets a little push in that. It looks like Lance is not able to step into his throw fully. And this could have been a huge impact play. Maybe this is the reason why he overshot him. So that could have been a big play right there. So big impact by Travis Gibson potentially there too. As we'll then have 2nd and 10, 3-yard run by Deebo Samuel. Love the effort by Kyler Gordon right there, doing the dirty work. It's not showing up on the stat sheet, but what he does right there is absolutely phenomenal. Just outside run, defensive line can't do much about it. But first of all, here, Kyler Gordon sets the edge perfectly, aggressively. Love that. Roquan is there. T-Gip is there. Also, Brisker's there. Like, everybody's around the ball. Everybody's hustling towards the ball. Love the effort by the defense. As then, it's either Morrow or Gibson. I don't know who caused him to trip with the tackle. Only 3 yards. Then they decide to go empty right there on 3rd and 7, exactly. 3rd and 7, and this is one of my favorite plays of the defensive night all night long. Money down, 3rd and 7. We need something big. We need the corners to step up. We see man-to-man coverage. Everybody's looking towards the receivers. Man-to-man coverage all over the place. We need them to cover well, and then we need some pass rusher to step up, and the guy that steps up is the rookie 5th rounder, Dominique Robinson. Incredible play by him. Love this kid, but as for the overall coverage right there down the field, I thought it was pretty good as well. The only guy that could have potentially or was beat, like Kyler was beat, like he had open space right there, but due to the rest of the good coverage, and I mean it only just takes one read. If you take one read of a quarterback's eyes away, it's just too much time for the edge rushers to make a play in the NFL. Dominique Robinson makes a play, wrestles him down with one arm. We can look at the rush specifically and the defensive line or O-line angle right there. Here we have him, Dominique Robinson, one-on-one against Mike McGlinchey, 2018 first-round pick. Really good right tackle, career right tackle for them. And look at that swipe move, fast, finishes strong. Like, man, Dominique Robinson is just an absolute beast. I love this kid. Watch that rush one more time. Look at that. Swipes his hands away. Incredible speed, quickness. Just like, there you see it. His mentor, probably. I mean, it has to do something with it. That hop swipe move, kind of like jumping in the air and then swiping them hands away. Just catching them off guard, perfectly executed, and then making a tackle. I mean, Dominique Robinson is already developing into one of my favorite players. I knew he was good, but I didn't know he was that good, especially later on. He shows some great stuff as well. And with that, that closes the first 4 drives of the Bears so far. Defense did great, offense not so much. Some mistakes, mental errors, play calling wise also, as well as the players not executing on the field. And that brings us to my selected plays that I want to talk about in the first half as well. So starting it off, I want to look at some plays with the rest of the first half. First of all, 3rd and 8, 2:51 left in the first quarter, and we will have just a money down once again. Look at what the Bears do at 3rd down. And we can watch the play. First of all, I mean, it's just simply Justin Fields getting sacked once again. Offensive line not holding up. I think the play design was pretty good. We can look at that more in depth in a second. Right there, we will have just the route combination. It is Dante Pettis running a curl or sit, but more like a deep curl route. Then you will have that trips or bunch formation. Not a typical bunch because bunch normally like requires one guy here and not back there. So somewhat of a bunch variation, I would guess, right? As we then have Darnell Mooney running a sit into that direction. We have a classic stick concept. Let me draw that a bit different. It doesn't look too good. We have Mooney right here. We have Equanimous St. Brown with the classic out route that's in a lot of stick concepts. And then you will have the kind of switch release and then out by Cole Kmet. Just kind of a levels concept to the outside right there. And as we'll see, you have players open, just not the offensive line holding up long enough for Justin to make a throw. There you have it. I mean, you could have easily hit Mooney right there. You could have easily hit Cole Kmet right there. Yes, there is a safety back there, but if you stick it onto him, and Justin has tons of throw power, like he has an immense arm, he could have easily fit that in there, but just getting sacked right there by Nick Bosa. And we'll see the problem right there in the O-line angle. Just right here, matchup against Braxton Jones, who held up very good against these pretty much elite defensive lineman of the 49ers. I mean, he had a tough job first start of his NFL career and then just puts out a great performance, but right there gets beat by Nick Bosa just with a pure bull rush. Also, Samson Ebukam is getting in there from the other side, I think. Yes, like everybody's getting pressure right there, but Nick Bosa finishes the job. It's okay, it happens. It's his first game, but overall, I'm super impressed with Braxton Jones. Love this kid as well. And yeah, that's just the end of the play. Getting sacked, not a great look right there, but it happens. As for the next play I want to look at is later in the second quarter. 2nd and 5, 8 minutes, 7 seconds left in the second quarter. By now, the 49ers already scored a touchdown, ran it down our throats. Not too much to talk about that, just getting dominated right there. And then Justin Jones also with a crucial 3rd down penalty. Even though I think it was not even on him, they put it on him. But I think Angelo Blackson was even the guy that jumped earlier with the offsides. And we also had a drive in there where we had a 3-and-out with 3 runs in there on 3rd and 12. I think we still decided to run. Didn't love that drive. It was a bit too passive for me from the play calling side, but that's okay. As for this play, we have, like I said, 2nd and 5. And this is just a Kyler Gordon showing. He had his ups, he had his downs. He plays a tough position cornerback. But right there, we have a quick little screen, a now screen, to an inside receiver, which is kind of odd to me. Like, don't see that too much, I think. But good execution, O-line getting out there, but just Kyler Gordon absolutely dominating on that play right there. Quick play recognition, just showing how smart of a player he is, and then just making the shoestring tackle, which is absolutely insane. Just dips under the block. Great tackle. Love that. Just wanted to show you guys how good Kyler Gordon actually is. I just love him. And I think putting him into the nickel is not the worst idea in the world. And the next play I want to look at is a 3rd and 4, 2:54 left in the second quarter. And this is just, once again, I wanted to show you how good Luke Getsy can be as a play caller. Obviously, it's his first year as the Bears play caller. And lots of new stuff he also has to get into. He still probably learns what he has in his players, But this time I just want to show you how he adjusts to the opponent during a game situation. I absolutely love that. We once again have that double inside linebacker look. As you may remember, it was the same look that we had with the interception when Justin Fields threw it. Just them dropping back right there. Getsy recognized that, calls a beautiful run play on 3rd and 4. It is risky, but it really worked out, and I understand that because we will look at it from the other angle as well. 12-yard run, love the adjustment, and just the 2 linebackers, as you'll see, will drop back, and this is a huge part of why this worked out and why this call was so smart, because they're about to backpedal, so it's way easier for the offensive linemen to get footing on them. They're not prepared for the run. They have to drop back first, so great play right there. O-line, incredible push, also good job. Love it. And then just a huge hole right there for Khalil Herbert to run through. Great job right there by the offensive line. Super good run blocking. Love that. And then just Herbert able to get some yards. 12 yards falling forward. Pretty good. 2 easy first down. So overall, the first half is now over. 0 points scored by the Bears offense. Not a great performance. We got some good stuff in there, especially good stuff to learn from. And let's see how the Bears overall adjust in the second half. And with that, I want to start off with, obviously, 49ers have the ball now in the second half. First, we started the drive off. Now, we started the first half off. Now they got that. And the Bears drive for the first defensive drive for the Bears after the half is now about to come up. And I skipped some plays right there. The Bears were just getting ran over. Good field position for them at about the 40-yard line. And they're just really driving down the field, and it's reaching its peak with this play right here. Just watch it real quickly. I mean, deep completion to Juwan Jennings right there. Kyler Gordon in coverage. It was once again confusing look for me. When you look at it in general, like, I don't know what was happening. It looks like man-to-man coverage. It looks like Jalen, or he traveled the whole way with him, so he is about to cover him man-to-man. I think it will be a cover 3 look. I think Brisker is about to drop back. I'm not sure. Drop down to the box, but it looks like it because we only got like two linebackers, maybe they want some help right there. And then you have Kyler Gordon against Juwan Jennings in the slot as a nickelback. And when you look at the play developing, he does something unusual to a man-to-man coverage, which is, look at that. He's always looking towards Trey Lance. And I think it's just he was maybe thinking he has over-the-top help. Maybe he was confused with the coverage. Maybe he thought it was quarters or like too high safeties just in general, not quarters. And it just looked weird to me. I don't know who to play him for. Was he beat? Was he just thinking it was a different coverage? Was it just miscommunication? Whatever. It was a big play for them. I don't want to blame it on the rookie because first game, a lot of excitement. It's raining. I think the feelings are just overwhelming. I can understand that. So just big play right there. Good for them, really reaching the peak of just driving us down there, just looking like they're about to score again and taking over that game. And then we have, just as the things are looking to break down, the Bears defense just stepping up once again. They get another first down on this drive, like for now, like they will get another one. Lance run right here. You want to see Eddie Jackson wrap up better against a freaking quarterback right there. So I think the tackling issues are still there. Like, look at that bad angle, just trying to maybe get a big hit out of it, just completely sliding away from him. I don't love these shoulder tackles, or I don't know what that is. I mean, it looks like he's trying to wrap up, but just not able to do it, especially against a quarterback. I don't like that. But Kyler Gordon is there to tackle him. As for then 2nd and 4, good hustle by the linebackers on that play, by the entire linebacking group. Just 2 yards on 2nd and 4. Really good stuff. Run stuff right there by the defense. I like that a lot. The 3 linebackers, I really like that linebacking group. Like Roquan, Nicholas Morrow, Matt Adams. Really like these 3 guys. And then just everybody of them able to hustle sideline to sideline, getting the tackle on it. Both Roquan and Nicholas Morrow, great job right there. I like that a lot. As we will then have the 3rd and 2. Lance, another run from him. Did that a lot with him. Good block by the 49ers O-line. Better block shed by Roquan Smith. That is just a prime example for the people that say he is not a good run defender. Like, look at him. Against an offensive lineman, sheds him right there, easy block shed, makes the tackle. Not enough. It's enough for a first down for them, but still, just look at that. That was not a huge gain. Like, Roquan Smith is a freaking beast out there, played his heart out, was absolutely amazing. Next play, again, Roquan Smith, big hit. Big hit on Jeff Wilson. Bang, just stopping him, denying him from the end zone once again. Great block shed. Where are the people at? Why you don't look at film, guys? Like, look at him. Easy block shit. Easy. Like, if that lineman blocks correctly against Roquan, that's a touchdown. Roquan prevents that touchdown with his block shed, with the tackle. Love this. Huge play from the captain right there on 1st and 5. First and goal from the 5. Then we have 2nd and goal from the 2. Another huge play. Bears defense not breaking. Bend but don't break. They're not giving up on the goal line. Love this mentality of this defense. They have Jaquan Brisker just slipping through Juwan Jennings' block and then make it a shoestring tackle. Huge tackle. Another one. I mean, I love Jaquan Brisker. We needed this guy. He does so good on that Bears defense. Also Dominique Robinson in there too. I mean, I love the participation of the rookies. Slips that tackle, beautiful form, wraps up. I mean, what do you want more, man? This is just such a great kid. As we'll then have the 3rd and goal, and this is then another rookie shining. We'll watch a play first, lots to break down there. Dominique Robinson gets a shared sack with with Roquan Smith, and I mean, Dominique Robinson, man, I'm just so impressed by this young player. We can watch the rush first, actually, and then the coverage, because I think it was a coverage sack. But, I mean, Dominique Robinson against freaking Trent Williams, the best offensive lineman in the NFL, and he's able to get a sack on him, just beats him with speed, then puts speed to power with a big, quick little bull rush, then Lance steps up, and then it's also just a fucking holding right there. Like, look at that. Excuse my language, but goddamn, like, you're the best tackler. You need to hold a rookie, really, just because he's about to get the sack. But great job against this really good offensive lineman. Also, Roquan, you see he's in coverage against Juszczyk, sees that he's about to step up, hustles down the field, gets the tackle. Like, I love the hustle on that defense. It's different, man. It's different from last year. It's totally different. As we'll then watch just the all-22 on the coverage. I mean, also exceptional. Love the play call of just going all-out man coverage. You will see everybody just going man-to-man. He has him man. He's going to have him man. There's a man coverage. There's a man coverage. There's a man coverage. Love this stuff by them. Great coverage overall. Nobody's really getting open. I mean, it looks like it from the first second on, but look at that. Good coverage, really good coverage, and also good coverage right there. As we want to move on to the next play, right there. Great stuff by the defense, really love it. And this brings us to the next offensive possession, as we see this one once again before we can watch the offense go out there one more time. We'll have that beautiful sack again. And then the offense comes out and just second half, let's see what adjustments Luke Getsy was actually about to do. Like, they get the field goal, that's okay. Bend but don't break. But offense goes out there, totally different offense. You have some similarities to the first half. You have to stick to your roots, especially in a rainy game. Like, it was insane conditions to play in, but what the offense really was able to do was to adjust in the important areas of the game, and especially execution-wise, it looked way better, as we will have this pretty good return by Treston Ebner right there. Breaks something loose, breaks a tackle, love that. Gets us to about 27, 28. I take that return. Pretty good by the rookie. Would love to see him more in the offense as well, but I mean, obviously, I think they want to work him in slowly. We saw him with that speed option in the backfield once so far, but still, really also a great rookie. I mean, this was just such a killer draft by Ryan Poles overall. But yeah, now we have finally the next offensive drive. Bears started off with a 2 tight end set. Like I said, lots of 12 personnel, sometimes 21 personnel, 13 personnel as well. And this will be a quick little handoff to David Montgomery, 3-yard run. Not a lot of room right there, but I mean, we'll take it. All right, it's okay. 3 yards to start off the drive. That's okay. Set up a second and 7. That's fine with me. Just falling forward a bit. Like, obviously, against 4 or 5 people, you can't do too much. As we'll then have the second down, and this time we will actually have, like I said, 13 personnel, 3 tight ends in there. I mean, it's Kari Blessing but lined up as a tight end right there. 3 players at the line of scrimmage. Really heavy formation, just 1 single side receiver in Darnell Mooney. And we can look at the play first of all. Really one of my favorite plays of Justin for the entire game. It might seem crazy, but it's only a short completion, but he really showed good stuff right there. As for the play overall, we can look at the routes we will have from, I think this is actually Cole Kmet. A curl right there. Then we will have an out route by Kari Blessing to the flats to just provide a safety check down. Safety valve for Justin Fields, and then we'll have a sit for Ryan Griffin as well. So lots of sits, a lot of short routes, and also let me draw that a bit differently. Like, he has a bit of a deeper sit right there, and then you have also Monty getting a sit also, and you have the backside with a classic stick concept out route. Like the concept, it's okay. Attack zone coverage with sit routes. Find the green grass. That's not a bad idea, I think. And then just Justin Fields with great execution. We will see it from the goal line angle or end zone angle too, or even a bit better. Just how well he does with going through his progressions. Absolutely love that. I mean, look at that. Boom. Looking to the left, trying to find that out route. Was covered. Good job. Going back all the way to Cole Kmet, who's over here, and then going to Ryan Griffin. and then finding the open Darnell Mooney. Pocket holds up cleanly. Good job by Lucas Patrick, now in. Good job by Mustafa even. Like, is that a pancake? I think he got hurt right there, right? We don't want to credit him too much. I don't know what actually happened, but I mean, Mustafa doing a good block, something good must have happened. And then, finding David Montgomery late as a check down, absolutely love it. Going through his progressions, that was just great composed play right there, taking the yards. Really love that one, as we then have a 3rd and 4, and the Bears really catch a break right there. I think if they stalled right here, I think it could have been like the first half, but face mask from Drake Greenlaw, deservingly so, was a face mask, and the Bears were awarded with a first down. Sometimes you have to get the help from your opponents, or I don't know, some luck in there just to get the movement going again, to just get some momentum, and this was definitely a momentum switch for me. Even though the next play is not really incredible, you have a motion over by EQ and then just a almost interception to him, to Sean Gibson in coverage. Really good coverage by him, former Bear also. And as for the play design, it's just a motion over by Equanimous St. Brown and then just another curl, as we will have, like, it's more like a wheel curl. It's a bit different, right? But still. And then you have Mooney trying to find the open space in the middle, and also a lower check down to David Montgomery once again. So only 3 routes right there, and it's just very dependent on if the players actually bite on play action right there. They did not. Great job by covering him right there. You see him just sprinting down the field. Great coverage. Really good coverage. I don't love the throw. Risky throw, could have easily been intercepted. Maybe take the check down. Also, if someone was open, I think Mooney was the guy to target, honestly, but also Fred Warner is right there. He could have maybe jumped, so it would have been a tough pass. Not really great at getting open right there by the receivers, but at the same time, it's curl routes. There's only a handful of things you can do to get open with that route. So I still like what the play design is, just didn't work out this time. Maybe just throw it away or scramble would be the better option, but I mean, nothing happened. That's fine. And the way we respond is even better. So all good with that play, as we'll then have a 2nd and 10. This time, another simple mistake. Saw that in the first half too. Just one player missing his block can just destroy a whole run game. Run play, again, the safety from them destroying us. As you will see to the right of the screen, you have 29 in the screen. And then just EQ trying to block him. And he was probably sent as a safety blitz nonetheless, if it was pass or run. Number 29, but maybe get there a bit quicker. I know it's easy to say, but then next time just maybe line up a bit more towards the offensive line. I don't know. Just getting a free rush right there, tackling him in the backfield. I think the blocking overall looked better or okay, so that was not the problem. Just one player missing a block. Turns out to be just a 1 yard. No, it was even no gain right there. So good play by the 49ers defense. Not the best execution. As we'll then have finally the first touchdown of the 2022 season. Fields scrambles, gets out the pocket, beautifully done, keeps the eyes down the field, finds a late Dante Pettis all across the field. Pettis fast enough to get it into the end zone. Great play right there. Let's break it down a bit more. I mean, I absolutely love this. Great play design, I think. It's just, is it play action? I think it's play action. Play action trying to get just a shot down the field. You'll have another sit by Equanimous St. Brown right there. Then you have probably the shot that it was designed for with Darnell Mooney, just a really deep or steep override, or maybe even a kind of a seam route, more like it. And you have probably Pettis about to run a deep crossing route, but Pettis, just as smart as he is, sees that Justin has to escape, sees that he has green grass all behind him, decides to go back by himself, and that just creates an insane play. Absolutely love it. Also, big credit to Justin Fields. It's a pressure allowed by Braxton Jones right there. We will see that in the offensive line angle too, but allows the pressure. It's okay. It's against Eric Armstead. Great player. Justin Fields makes a miss right there, escapes the pocket, keeps the eyes down the field all the time. Love that. Looks at everybody that is there, right? And then you have just awareness, showing him, hey, I'm open. Got the biggest space I've ever seen anybody had in the National Football League. Like, look at that. This is incredible. And it just fits it in there. Keeps his eyes down the field. Love that by Justin Fields. I mean, what a great play. The throw was not the most difficult one, but just the fact that he could escape a pass rusher, that he made him miss, that he kept his eyes down the field, was composed, and has just made a great decision. Also, props to Dante Pettis for just having the speed to get it down into the end zone, as well as for the rest of the offensive line. I think they did a great job right there. Everybody's like good block by Montgomery helping Larry Borum. You have Lucas Patrick looking really good, and this is why I'm so confident in him when he comes back as a center, because Tevin is good. Tevin's looking good, right? He makes mistakes, that's okay, but he's also like a rookie, you know? He was just rushed in there last year, bad situation. This year's a new beginning for him, new position, you know? He's like a rookie, but he is doing really well. And then you have Lucas Patrick, who's a veteran who does great stuff too. And when he's at center and Mustipher's finally out, I think we will have a pretty good offensive line. Here we will see that beautiful scramble by Fields, getting out of the pocket, keeping eyes down the field, good pass. And then Pettis just being super fast. Love it. What a great design. What a great execution by the Bears right there. Beautifully, beautifully done. As we will then, after this, I think, completed PAT. I mean, Santos definitely, it looks like they're celebrating. He had his problems with it, man, but I think it's also very much with the ground. Like, it was super wet. Like, look when he kicks, how much splash comes out after the ball was kicked. Like, it's a tough condition. I think that was the main problem to me. Like, he's still a really good kicker. I'm confident in him. I love him. Great guy. But then we will have, after this return, the second Bears defensive drive. This one, really good. Like, this is a really good signature drive. Again, for the Bears. Love this. This is just showing what kind of a team this will be in the future. Really good defense. And I mean, I'm just so happy we got Eberflus, honestly. As we will now have, like I said, the first drive, 1st and 10. We'll start off with a really good tackle by Nicholas Morrow. Right there, number 53. There he is. Just really waiting for that run, sniffing it out, and then just pursuit, attack, tackle. Perfectly done. That's what we need from him. Our Mike linebacker, one of our leaders now on defense, does a real good job at just closing in right there. Then we have a 2nd and 6. Another prime example for the hits principle for me, guys. Always wanting to have 7 players around the ball, making a tackle. Incredible run stuff right there. Looks even better from the other angle, as you will see it right there. Just everybody pursuing after the ball. Handoff to Deebo Samuel. And then you have it. Once again, Kyler Gordon setting the edge, getting him back inside, and there's the players lurking for it, right? There's the players lurking for it. Everybody's waiting for that to happen, and then you will see it. Just players around the damn ball, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like more than 7 even. Like, it's incredible. Everybody's in there gang tackling him. Love it. Love the aggressiveness. Love the attitude by the defense. It's just incredible, man. It was so much fun just analyzing that stuff, man. And then we have 3rd and 5. Good completion right there to Juwan Jennings, who was definitely probably their best receiver all day. I mean, he's underrated, pretty good player. Against Kyler Gordon in coverage, I think it's not really his fault. Like, I mean, he definitely over-pursued him a bit, as you will see in a second. Like, right there, just got fooled by him, but did a good recovery. Like, went back inside, recovered well, has incredible closing speed, just kind of slips on that ground a bit, and still makes a tackle. Like, it's not a huge gain, minimalizing the gain, that's fine. Next time he will make the pass breakup, I guarantee you that. He watches a lot of film. He's a hard worker. I think that bothers him. So he's going to be so good. Man, Kyler and Jaquan, it's an insane duo. As we'll then have a new set of downs. 1st down once again. This time, Armon Watts showing. Also a player I definitely wanted to mention. Armon Watts, underrated game. Had lots of good run stuffs in there. Some like under the radar plays as well, where he just took over blocks. And right there you have him, number 69. working the blocks, working towards the running back and just stuffing the run, not letting him pass him. Great stuff by the new number 96. Obviously, Akeem Hicks is still missed, but great block by Watts. Super underrated player. Made a big play right there. As we'll then have 2nd and I think 9. And this one includes a flag. Classic flag. Illegal man down the field. You will see it too. They tried to run it, I think. Lance decided to keep it. I don't know what it was. Yeah, it was a screen to the tight end. But just, I don't know, Travis Gibson falling through, pressuring him. Just bad decision by him not throwing it. Like, it was there. And then you have just obviously holding on too long for it. You have players down the field. That happens. So mental error probably by Trey Lance right there. But defense also just doing their job at following through. Also Roquan there. He would have blown that up anyways. As we then had 3rd and 9. And this time, again, I can't mention him enough, man. Dominique Robinson. Right here, we have also great combination, I think, with Travis Gibson, Angelo Blackson. Dominique Robinson kind of in a defensive tackle, or like just having 3 edge rushers in there is pretty sick. And also Robert Quinn, love that. And then you also have El-Quadi Muhammad, who's waiting on the bench, so it's such a sick rotation, honestly. But this time, Dominique Robinson does it again. Great pressure right there. This time against an interior offensive lineman, against 2 actually, pressures him, forces him to step up. 3rd and 9 is enough to keep them off the field. And Lance, next time you just better go down because Roquan's going to hit you and hit you and hit you. Roquan Smith, great job at pursuing right there. But let's first of all look at the rush between him and these 2 offensive linemen right there. Not really experienced linemen, unlike Trent Williams or Mike McGlinchey, but just taking advantage, being faster than them. Beautiful hop swipe again, just like Robert Quinn. Fast hands, and then just getting the pressure on Lance, forcing him to step up, to just get out of rhythm, not going through his reads correctly. And then you have Roquan just carrying him down. Bang, great tackle. 3rd and 9, you defeated them. 4th down, they punt. Bears get the ball back. Beautiful defensive drive. They're hustling on every play. I can't repeat it enough. This is such a good defense. And I mean, I'm trying not to get too excited for the season. And I'm excited nonetheless because I love the Bears to death. It's inevitable, but I mean still. And I will enjoy every game. But at the moment, this game was incredible. I love the defensive work. And offensively, it will get even better now than the first touchdown drive. We'll start off with probably the most beautiful completion of the day, honestly. Right here. Beautiful throw in the bucket to Byron Pringle. Let's break this play down. Beautiful design, in my opinion, once again. You'll just have Pringle on a really... It's a designed shot play. Like, you only have truly 2 receivers that you want to go to in this situation, and everything breaks down. You want to go to the checkdowns. You'll have Equanimous St. Brown at the line of scrimmage, at the line actually, running this quick little flat route. Then you'll have David Montgomery with the stick or the sit route just as a check down too. And then you have the 2 players that go on for bigger routes. You have a switch release and just a wheel route right there by Byron Pringle, who has his first catch as a Chicago Bear. Also very good player. I would love to see him a bit more. I think they're just trying to work him back in after just having or being injured for some time. And then you have a simple, not like he doesn't run it like that, it's more like a stair stepper, but you know what I mean. Dig route by Darnell Mooney, and then just look at Fields once again. Quick little play action, going for his progression, sees Mooney's not getting open, Warner's there, and then sees, oh shit, wide open Byron Pringle. Beautiful anticipation throw into the bucket. Great catch by Pringle. 22 yards. Big play. As we look at the offensive line too. Look at that. Beautiful blocking. Nobody going through that. Like, look at that offensive line. Whitehair dominating the captain. Braxton doesn't even have to do anything because Ryan Griffin just put that guy on the ground. Like, Love the effort by the offensive line. Really got better in the second half. Fields very composed. And also credit to Luke Getsy for just scheming his guys open, something Nagy was never able to do again after 2018. Great job by Getsy too. So love this play. One of my favorite completions of the entire game. And also favorite play designs there. As we'll then have another PA rollout or designed rollout. Justin forced to kind of break his bootleg and just improvise a bit, with EQ just messing up his block. I mean, when we look at the play design, I like the idea. 1st and 10, you ran a lot this game. Play action just worked. Why not try it again? You worked the play action right there against them. PA rollout, you will just have Mooney with a deep crossing route. And then I think even a deeper route, I think I have to draw it a bit different. We'll have it like that. Not that deep, I think, right there. And then you have Ryan Griffin with kind of also not well ran, probably corner route right there, just to find the soft spot. And that's the only routes we have right there. So it is a design shot. You will have EQ blocking. Like, you have 2 players on a route. They really have to bite on play action for it to work. They were prepared for it. Nothing was open down the field, and Justin decides to throw it away. Good decision, great decision, keeping eyes down the field, trying to make something happen, but then by the end of the day, nothing's there, then just throw it away. Great decision by Fields, as we can watch that again. Good scramble, good throwaway, good play. Like that a lot by him. As we will then have 2nd and 10. So we have 2nd and 10. Quick little handoff to Montgomery. This time I think Monty could have done something different, honestly. Maybe, like, the blocks were not there. There was no clear rushing lane through the middle. But when you look right there, there's only one guy, number 4 right there, a corner. The rest of it is blocked well. Like, there's nobody coming through that line, so maybe he could have just bounced it back to the outside, truck that guy, make him miss, whatever, and just try to make a big play happen, but was not happening. No gain, or just 1 yard gain right there. That's okay. We just need to get it going, right? 3rd and 9, big time play is needed right there. Snap, pressure is coming, Fields escapes the pocket, scrambles. Not a first down is what you think first, but what is actually happening? They get a penalty again. Help us out. I mean, it is a clear penalty. Look at that. There you have it. This is the holding against Pettis right there. I mean, the guy's just holding on the whole play, so good call by the ref, but also great ability by Justin Fields, just getting out of the pocket, making something happen with his legs. First down is well deserved. Definitely a holding. That maybe could have been an incompletion. Who knows? Just O-line collapsing right there with Lucas Patrick and Borum. They're not holding it. That's okay. Justin can scramble. And yeah, get some yards. First down with the flag. Love it. Good stuff right there. As we'll continue with another pitch play to David Montgomery. One of the better rushing plays of the entire game. Absolutely love this one. Just good blocking by the wide receivers this time. I think the goal offensive line angle is better on rushing plays, but what I absolutely love here is just Braxton Jones. I mean, the guy displays his full athleticism. I mean, he is super athletic, but look at him. Just watch him first. I will pause it then, but look at him just flying out there. Like the guy, bang, 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 bang. Then just against the corner, puts him on the ground. Easy block right there. And then you have beautiful cutback by David Montgomery. That's what makes him so special. Cutback right there. Didn't have the stats to show up for it, but really made some good stuff happen. Good blocks, good run right there. Like the idea of just pushing it once again to the outside, attacking the outside with the run. Inside runs were not working, so they adjusted. Like that a lot. Next play, they try an inside run. Montgomery makes something happen with his legs. Good stuff by him. I think good blocks, solid blocks, nothing too crazy. And then just great patience, bouncing around, finding the open zone. Good hold, just linebacker there to clean it up. A good play by the 49ers defense. 3 yards is, though, pretty good on 2nd and 4, as we'll then have 3rd and 1. Heavy formation once again, 13 personnel, tight end, with Cole Kmet, Ryan Griffin, and Jake Tonjes down here in the bottom. The UDFA also getting some playing time. I mean, this must mean a lot to him. As we then have a beautiful read option, perfectly read by Justin. He keeps it. Bosa just completely went with David Montgomery. And then getting the first down, getting enough. It was a first down nonetheless. And then I think it was Azeez Al-Shaair with the flag, deserved flag, like hitting him late with the head, just stupid. It's always Justin Fields. He always gets hit late. Like, it's just a joke, man. I don't see any other quarterback get hit so much like Justin Fields. It's hilarious. But first down, we take it. 1st and 10, we take a shot to Darnell Mooney to the top of your screen. And this is just where my game tape kind of bugs. But ball was thrown just out of bounds, I think, by Justin. He saw that it was not going to get open. He wanted to take that shot. It was probably designed, like I said. It's okay. Give Mooney a shot, was just not the time this time. It's okay. Like the idea, though, overall. As we will then have the 2nd and 10. And this time we just do a beautiful, quick little simple football play. We will watch it first and then I will explain it. Right there, getting it into the playmaker's hands. 8 yards, only catch for Mooney. It's okay. There will be games where he probably disappears because he's the best player on offense. He's the best wide receiver on offense. And they can focus on him. That's okay. That will happen at times because we don't have the strongest wide receiver room, but I'm still confident in these guys. I love them. As we will have now quick little inside zone play right here. He can write the handoff with a tack bubble right there by Darnell Mooney. And then the block by Equanimous St. Brown. This is just a play, how it looks like. And it's pretty simple. If the linebacker or the nickel corner is close to Darnell Mooney, he's not even trying. He can write the handoff and just give it to David Montgomery. This time, linebacker really off of Darnell Mooney right there. Fields, great play recognition, just sees Mooney has leverage, puts it into his playmaker's hands. Also, good throw, leads him upwards, not just making him just slow down on that route. Good bubble route, good pass, easy, good block. I mean, he gets kind of shattered right there, EQ, but still good block, did enough to hold him off right there to just get a 3rd and 2 look. Oh, no, that's wrong. To get is it a first down? No. It's I think it is a second. It was on 2nd down, right? Is that true? Yes. 2nd and 10 it was. And then we will have a 3rd and 2. Bears go in I formation, and this is another Luke Getsy masterpiece. This will be the Equanimous St. Brown touchdown. Let's watch it first. I mean, what a incredible play design. I'm so in love with this one. This is probably my favorite one. Like, I'm not sure which one is my favorite one. We had a lot of good plays in there, honestly. But let's watch it first and see break down what happened right there from the routes. I mean, the play design. We have Ryan Griffin in there. Just an extra tight end. We are in 21 personnel with 2 running backs in there, right there with Kari Blessingame and David Montgomery. Play calling or play wise, we will have some crossing routes. We will have Ryan Griffin go over here. We'll have Byron Pringle over there. So just 2 drags, 2 crossing routes, crossing each other. Very famous or basic play. And then you'll have a great job by Equanimous St. Brown. Going to the inside release, then upwards, and then kind of a inside release corner it looked like. And what he does so well on this play is just selling it. Everybody's selling it like it is a run. It's perfectly done by the Bears. Great play design. Love it. Just create misdirection. Create miscommunication, not misdirection. Miscommunication on defense. Make them uncomfortable. Just make them, whatever. Make them looking the wrong way, you know what I mean. And then you have just beautifully done, acting like you're blocking, especially by Equanimous St. Brown. I mean, look at him. He runs the route perfectly. Looks acts like he's about to just simply run block right there and then just turns it upfield. Fields with a beautiful find. Touchdown, beautiful ball, perfectly done. And also, if you look at Byron Pringle right there, I mean, he was wide ass open too. Like, look at that. Again, perfectly caught them off guard. Super much space. I mean, take that as well. He was super open too. Like, incredible play call. You got two players wide as open. Luke Getsy, great call, great execution by the team, great throw, and great catch. Love it. What a freaking play. We can watch the other angle too, just to see how the offensive line did. Oh, and I forgot to mention Blasingame was going into the flats too. I forgot to draw that. But, yeah, look at the blocks. Really good blocks. Nothing's going out there. What's up, Nick Bosa? Braxton Jones got him down there. And then you have also Bourne with a good block here. Nothing's happening. Has time. Perfect ball. That's what happens when you give Justin Fields time and good play calling. Perfectly done. Touchdown Bears. And, I mean, incredible. 13 points only because this is missed by Cairo Santos. It also looks like he kind of trips on that kick. Like, I don't know what was up with him. Like I said, I think it was really the grass that had the biggest impact on that. And now we're coming to probably the most fun defense drive. It was fun all along, but this one is really the cream of the crop right there. I mean, this will end really nicely, this drive. But first of all, you see that touchback by the 49ers, just kneeling it down into the end zone. Why do we need two angles on kickoffs? Like, if something happens, okay, but like not on touchbacks. Whatever. So now, 1st and 10 for the defense. Third drive of the defense. Start off with a play action pass, and this is really the play where Al-Quadin Muhammad shined yesterday on Sunday, I think. For me, we don't even have to see the routes. It's just Al-Quadin Muhammad relentlessly just pressuring him, hunting him down, and just forcing him to throw it away. Great job by Al-Quadin Muhammad. That's really the thing that sticks out with him the most, just hustling on every damn play. Like, he's one of the prime examples for that. As we'll have here, another really weird stuff. Also, the camera just got worse at this point with the Game Pass. I don't know what's going on. But this time, it doesn't show the other angle, but Kyler Gordon. I can only show you that, the goal line or end zone perspective. Kyler Gordon knocks the ball loose. I think it was also a false start by the 49ers in somewhat way, but great just play by Kyler Gordon with excellent closing speed, breaking up the ball. Love to see that, and like I said, plus the flag for just to back them up even more. As we will then have 2nd and 15. This time again, quarterback run. Trey Lance runs for 5 yards right there, and I mean, who else is there but Roquan Smith? Roquan with a good block shed against the run once again, and just a really tough, great tackle. I mean, this time it's against a running back. That's a bit easier, but sheds the block, gets the Lance, closes, wrestles him down, and I mean, he just never wanted to slide. I guess that's his way to play it. That's okay. If he's injured, it's his fault. As we will then have 3rd and 10. Really good throw by Lance this time to the tight end. Really threaded the needle right there. I think it was good coverage overall, as you will see. Roquan is right there. Just better throw. Really good throw. Like that from Lance, honestly. But also like the coverage by the Bears. Like, if the throw's just a bit off, this could have easily been an incompletion on 3rd down. Beautiful, beautiful pass, honestly. Also good just coverage by the linebackers right there. Love that too. And also love the creative look, as you'll see too. Like, this time we will have on the defensive line Al-Quadin Muhammad. Similar look like they gave us with 2 linebackers in the gaps. I don't know who these are. This looks like Justin Jones. This might be Angelo Blackson, right? And this looks like Robert Quinn. And you will just have a more creative way. I think someone is coming off the edge somewhere too, but just 3 guys dropping back, and the 3rd guy is freaking Al-Quadin Muhammad. Love the creative look, how it looks like when they drop back. So look at that. Good sell by Al-Quadin Muhammad. Ooh, Yeah, I love that. Yeah, Kyler Gordon was brought on a blitz. Like that idea too. Guys just freaking fast. They blocked that well and just got the first down right there. As we'll then have a 1st and 10. Scrambling right there. Good pressure by the defensive line. Just good pressure by Watts, especially. Armin Watts, number 96 right there. There you have him. Good job by him. Once again, pressuring him, just making him step up. And then Jaquan Brisker with a safe tackle. Great job on 1st and 10. Only 1 yard gained. Love the defensive performance, like I said so many times in this video. 2nd and 9, 4 yards. Now this time on a pitch play. Still a good defensive coverage right there, or just containment by the defense. Just somehow made it through these blocks that look kind of weird, but he just made it out of there. Like, it looked like he should have been tackled right there, and then just somewhat gets pushed through it. 4 yards is okay. And then on 3rd and 5, we will have the play that we all loved so much. Bang. Eddie Jackson is back, baby. He might still have some tackling issues, I'll tell you that, but as a playmaker, the guy is just insane. I mean, look at that play. Beautifully done. And I even scripted the play for that, or like drew the play up for that, what happened. You'll have just, they tried to create a natural pick play right there. They really wanted to get the Bears right here with just a curl route by, I think it was Ayuk and Jennings right there. He was running right here. So you have him just trying to take away both guys right here. Jalen as well as Kyler Gordon. And then you have Juwan Jennings, who runs a slant, just runs behind him first and then breaks to the inside. They wanted to create that natural pick. On the backside, I think they also have that crossing route by the tight end, and then just a little in by Ayuk. Yeah, this is Ayuk. I think this then might be Deebo Samuel. But we have one guy right there. And I love, first of all, the look that they gave them. Like, they gave him a too high look. But what happens? Eddie Jackson, last second, drops into the middle hook zone. Love that, first of all. And then just, it is Eddie Jackson. Love the creativity, by the way, between Eddie and Brisker. Not only bringing Brisker down in the box, but also Eddie just like confusing the young rookie quarterback. And then Eddie just eyes on Lance all the time. We can look at it a bit more. Has eyes on him. Perfect read. Then great closing speed. That's what he always had. And then this just big play, Eddie Jackson finally being back, making the catch. Incredible read. Great defensive just scheme right there to beat that. Love Allen Williams for that, and love Eddie Jackson for finally making a catch again. I mean, one heck of a read by him. Great catch. Diving catch. Love it. Just getting the rookie to make a mistake. Perfectly done. As we will then close the film room with the last Bears offensive drive that we want to look at. Start off with a run to Khalil Herbert. Look at that. The game is getting late and the Bears are just about to break big things. I mean, look at that. We got finally a bit more of a spread formation. Just simply 2-by-2 formation. I think tight end is coming back. No, it's now a 3-by-1 formation with the motion. Spreading the field a bit more to run the ball. Love that. Out of shotgun as well. We ran it mostly. I mean, we ran it out of shotgun a lot too, but still. Herbert for 10 yards. Tevin Jenkins also with a key block in there. His one was definitely the most important one, I think. Great job right there. And as for the offensive line angle, you see too, let's look at number 76, Tevin Jenkins right here. Look at that. Great block, I think even against Eric Armstead, if I'm not mistaken, getting a big push out of that. And then just a beautiful hole. That's a huge hole in the NFL to go through. Perfectly done. Herbert having the speed through the gap. Great execution. Great run play. The rain is start picking up as well, so I love the adjustment by Luke Getsy just to slow down. You have the ball. You just had a turnover on defense. You scored twice. Let's just calm it down a bit on offense. Let's take over the control of the game. Then another 1st and 10. We have read option. from Justin Fields. I think it was the right decision, but just this time nothing was there. Go down, play smart, good play, Justin. Love it. We can see it one more time. Or actually, let's see the read on the offensive line angle or end zone angle, because I think he really read that perfectly, which is not always easy. Like, if not, Herbert will absolutely get popped. Yeah, just, you see it here. This guy totally bit on a running back. Justin pulls it. Just nothing there. Good decision by Fields getting down. Getting a new play in. Nothing. Don't risk anything. You are controlling the game at this point. As we will then have a 2nd and 11. And this one again. Holy cow. Another big block by Tevin Jenkins right there. I mean, Herbert for 5 plus a flag in there as well. Love the run blocking, especially by Tevin Jenkins and Larry Borum. These two guys first double teaming, and then Tevin Jenkins going into the 2nd level and absolutely destroying the guy. I mean, this is what I always said about Tevin Jenkins. This guy is incredible in the 2nd level. That is what he's born to do in the NFL. He is just an aggressive mauler. He showed that today. Loved that from him. And then just creating a good hole for Khalil Herbert right there. Great play, and also a flag in there too for a new 1st down, as we then have 1st and goal. No gain on that play. Trying to rush it again. Nothing there. Defensive line just got the better out of the Bears' offensive line this time. Just overpowering them, closing in. And then we have 2nd and goal. Just this time, Bears offensive line stronger this time, getting a good push. Great cutback by Herbert, and then it's on. We got 3 touchdowns and 3 offensive drives. I mean, incredible. We can look at the blocking first too. Great blocking. Like, oh my God. This is the offensive line everybody's hating out there, huh? Like, look at the adjustment. First half didn't look too great. Second half, probably got their asses kicked during the halftime speech, and then picked it up. Great blocks. Herbert, great cutback, touchdown. I mean, incredible. And yeah, guys, I mean, this is the end of the film room. Not already. I mean, it is probably the longest YouTube video I've ever put out, but goddamn, it was such a great game by the Chicago Bears. Absolutely loved it. They decided, as soon as the rain is picking up again, sticking to the run, great blocks, great cutbacks on that last drive. Absolutely loved overall how Luke Getsy, Matt Eberflus, the coaching staff adapted to the situation. They played situational football. They played smart football. They adjusted in the 2nd half, got Justin Fields out of the pocket more, involved him with better pass plays, set their receivers up for success as well, just made them open, just schemed them open. Defense were just picked up where they left off in the 1st half, played their hearts out, hustled every play, got a turnover. Eddie Jackson is back. I mean, what a freaking game by the Chicago Bears. The Bears defeat the 49ers 19-10 in the fucking rain game. What a goddamn good game. Love this out of the Bears. This was much needed, not only for the team, but also for the fans. So with that being said, that's the end of the episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. This was so much fun breaking it down for you guys. Definitely like and subscribe, and let a comment down in the comment section below. So just let me know how you liked it or not. And yeah, guys, with that being said, like and subscribe if you liked the video. Check out Instagram and Twitter if you want to as well. And as always, guys, bear down.